Hey, this is JK. Welcome to another episode of the JK Show. This is the uh, this is the chewing gum edition of the JK Show, and it's also the middle of the night edition. So welcome. You know, I was thinking about St. Thomas this evening because I go to a reading group on St. Thomas every Thursday, and I think the natural reaction to anything of St. Thomas, of 97.6% of human people when encountering the writings of St. Thomas, is 97.6% is what? Hold on, let me read that 14 more times and then I might have a useful comment. Maybe. Anyway, bloody philosophers. Anyway, he's good. He's really good. And, you know, yeah, good luck being absolutely certain that St. Thomas and the Council of Trent was wrong when you can't even really figure out what St. Thomas is saying. I hate when that happens. Anyway, but there is an affinity, there is a confluence of the synergism of Origen, the synergism of Augustine, the synergism of the later fathers, and the synergism of St. Thomas, which is also carried all the way through to the Council of Trent, and not much of a hop, skip, and a jump from the Council of Trent through the First Vatican Council to the Second Vatican Council. And oh, look, you're in the present day. Look at that. So, that's interesting. Least we can say, whatever else we can say, Catholic theology, in the broad strokes anyway, is really, really consistent and unchanging over the centuries. Don't believe me if you like, but there it is. That's what it looks like to me. That's where I'm sitting. So, you may have noticed I'm sitting in the dark. Why, you ask? Well, 'cause it's 2 in the morning, and it's impolite to do a webcast with your lights on at 2 in the morning when you live with other people. It might even be rude to record a JK show, but I'm trying to be quiet about it. What am I going to talk about for the next 12 minutes? Am I kidding myself? What was I thinking? Anyway, the luster of the baseball end of the season and the Cardinals' great success propelling them into the playoffs has still not worn off. It's day 2 of I'm in joyous shock and I can't believe it. In a natural sort of way. I mean, I'd rather, believe in Jesus, get baptized, that sort of thing, than follow a baseball team. But, following a really successful, fun to watch baseball team is right up there as far as natural joys are concerned. I don't have a wife, I don't have any kids, so I don't know anything about that. I'm at the point where, at least I can say, I find most other people's kids kind of irritating. That's most other people, not everybody. If we're really good friends, and you're watching this, I probably like your kids. Unless I've told you straight up that they're annoying, and I can't really help that. Gotta face facts. Gotta tell the truth. Anyway. What was that about? Wow, I'm a mean person. Okay, so It's good because we've reached the end of September and we had a bit of a cold snap there. But it's still warm. It's in the mid 70s. And I'll take it. I'll take the Indian summer that's inevitably coming up next week. And I'm happy about that. Matter of fact, I'd be thrilled if it hit 95 again. I'm just happy when it's warm. That's where I belong. I belong in Florida. A temperate climate. Nice house. Attractive spouse. Hey, that rhymes. Maybe the owner of a semi-pro baseball team. Something like that. That'd be fun. Maybe a pro baseball team. I mean, most years you can't tell what league the Florida Marlins are in, am I right? Alright, anyway. You know, and that reminds me, a little baseball aside here. What a fantastic start to a season that Mr. Gabby Sanchez had for the Florida Marlins. For about 2 months there. Because Sparky was on my fantasy team, in case anyone cares. For about 2 months there, he was putting up MVP kind of numbers. Then he really tailed off at the end. I mean, it was shocking. Just July, August, and September, he was horrid. Horrid. Terrible, as Charles would say. Terrible. So, better luck next year, Gabby Sanchez. We do have to bid a regretful piece. It was very difficult for me, let me just say, it was very difficult for me, as the Cardinals were charging toward the National League wildcard, to root against the Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves are my second favorite team in all of baseball. I spent my teenage years watching the Braves all the time when they were on TBS. I'll get to more of that in a second. But Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz, are you kidding me? Now those are pitchers, friends. There's guys who don't even dream of pitching as well as those guys did on an ordinary day. Hope they go in the hall at the same time. Matter of fact, if I had to, I would prevent one of the guys from being first ballot just so they could all enter together. Because it's only right. That's yet another tragic mistake by the Chicago Cubs. Boy, you hold on to that Greg Maddux character. What are you looking at? Oh my goodness. Cubs might have won the series with that guy. Seriously? Especially in 03 when they got so close. The Bartman fiasco. Wow. That's frightening. Imagine if Greg Maddux is taking the ball that night instead of whoever it was. That was Livan, wasn't it? Livan Hernandez? Alright, anyway. Sidebar. Still chewing gum. It's kind of distracting. I feel like I can't do both things at once. Are you one of those kind of people? I think I might be. I need to sit up straight. Hold on, this is ridiculous. Physical therapists everywhere freaking out. Alright, that's better. That's better. Oh yeah, someone poured wine all over me tonight. It was awesome. He felt bad. I'll give him a pass. Plus now I smell like red wine and that's not a bad thing. Oh well, hopefully I get to jump in the shower tomorrow. See how it goes. I like that red wine smell. Red wine's good. You know, if it's a little dark, a little bitter, maybe it's not my cup of tea, but a good red wine that goes with whatever it is you're eating, that's the stuff right there. That's change I can believe in. Yeah. But I don't know what goes with what. I'm not a snob. Look, people, I grew up listening to country music and James Taylor. You know, I'm not the guy to be cracking open the pate and whatnot. Just not happening. I mean, I think a luxury is a big giant pat of crunchy peanut butter. That's just me. That's food right there. And fried chicken. I hope that somehow in heaven fried chicken is involved. Fried chicken and I have had what, a long dalliance, as it were, a long relationship. I could wax poetic forever. There's a saying, allegedly attributed to the ageless pitcher Satchel Paige, who toiled away in his youth in the Negro Leagues and then made it all the way to the age of 65, where he came into a major league contest pitching 3 shutout innings in relief, striking out several batters. Anyway, there's a quote attributed to him about how to stay healthy, and he says to avoid fried foods because they angry up the blood. Well, sorry, Satchel, haven't been real good at that. Like I said, fried chicken and I have been seeing each other for quite a while. Michael Bublé should sing a song about that. That would be sweet. Anyway, what else do I have to talk about now? Oh yeah, while I'm here, this episode of the JK Show brought to you by what is this? Schnucks Super Chill. Schnucks Super Chill for all your cost-effective, super fizzy drinking needs. Super chill. JK, are you saying that you do free advertising for whatever happens to be sitting in front of you? Well, you're probably correct. But I'm sure if this show gets famous, those companies won't really mind. I certainly wouldn't. I think it's sweet. And I hope with my seamless transitions from advertising that people will realize, hey, this guy would be good at television and advertising and humor and good times and great oldies. You know, that reminds me, while I have a few seconds here, I want to tell you, I gotta throw some props out to the man they call TV's Craig Ferguson. I've gotten away from watching the Late Late Show because I'm quite a busy man right at about midnight when it comes on. But he has some of the funniest monologues I've ever heard on TV. I mean, late night comedy shows are stupid and boring, and Jimmy Fallon sucks. No offense. But Craig Ferguson is funny. Funny, I tell you. I would love to write for that guy. Yeah, anyway. You know, Scots are good for it too. All you have to do is be a Scot and say anything in that glorious accent, and it's pretty much funny. That's my thought for the day. God bless, good evening, live long and prosper. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.